From the Danbury Ice Arena in Danbury, Connecticut, this is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Hello, Hat-Tricks fans. Doug Latuca back with you as we get you set for a two-game home weekend series between your Danbury Hat-Tricks and the visiting Motor City Rockers. It's the only two matchups between these two teams this season. The Hat-Tricks will not travel to Big Boy Arena this year. Just these two games. Tonight, which is Automotive Workers Appreciation Night inside the Danbury Ice Arena. And tomorrow night, which is our Community Art Contest and our Adult Hockey Night. So lots of festivities going on around the building. People getting to their seats. Hat-Tricks in the black uniforms, black pants, black socks. Motor City in the white uniforms, black pants, white socks. And we are underway, game one of two, Hat-Tricks and Rockers. Hat-Tricks starting with the second line of Michael Falanga centering Nick DiNicola and Chase Harwell. On the back end, it's Zach Pamelayan and Charlie Bedard. And Connor McCullum making his 7th consecutive start for the Hat-Tricks. He's played in all but one of the games he's been activated for this season. And he is back in the starting net for the Hat-Tricks tonight. Enters 5th best in the league in goals against average and save percentage. 20 seconds gone by, first period, no score. A bit of a haze above the ice. There was a game earlier on this surface. The NAHL Hat-Tricks lost 1-0 to Northeast today in a back and forth game. Just one goal scored. And the Rockers score. It's tapped past McCullum and in. And Motor City takes a 1-0 lead, 48 seconds in. So not the start the Hat-Tricks were hoping for. Let's see how the Hat-Tricks respond. Danbury comes in, losers of 3 straight. It was a 3-game and 4-day stretch for the Hat-Tricks against the top team in the Empire Division, the Binghamton Black Bears. A turnover below the goal line, and a shot is shrugged off by McCullum. Hat-Tricks falling in Binghamton on Wednesday night, 6-2. Lost in a shootout back here at home on Friday. That was 5-4. And then on Saturday, a 5-2 loss against the same Black Bears. So the Hat-Tricks trying to turn things around as the Hat-Tricks come back home. Shot from the right wing is sticked aside by McCullum, kept in at the left point. Down low, Delaney risks one over the goal. It rims off the boards and back out to center. 2 minutes gone by, first period. Motor City with a 1-0 lead. Josh Colton with the goal. Assists from Pavel Svintsov and Derek Makama. Puck available at the blue line, filtered ahead and pushed back in deep. Crowd still starting to fill in. Through center ice, poke check away by Pamelayan, and Falanga darts the other way. Up the right wing, Falanga taking it wide. Pressured behind the goal line, DiNicola emerges, sends up high, long snapper, goes past the catching mitt of Trevor Babin, Motor City's goaltender. DiNicola swings it towards the net. And the Rockers possess with 3 minutes gone. First period, 1-0 Motor City on Josh Colton's goal. Just threw it towards the goal and snuck it past McCullum. Hat-tricks without 4 of their defensemen tonight as they ice the puck. Face-off upcoming deep in the hat-trick zone. Hat-trick still without Kyle Gonzalez. He's on the IR, hoping to be activated next week. Also Jared Yao, Xavier Abdella, and Daniel Amesbury out of the lineup on the back end. Puts a little bit more pressure on Zach Pamelayan and Charlie Bedard, the top pair for the Hat-tricks. John McDonald also back for Danbury tonight. He had missed 6 games, last played on November 4th against Binghamton here in Danbury. One of the defensemen that could be relied on heavily, Samuel Tetro, zigzags through center. In stride, hits Chase Harwell. He's denied at the left point, but DiNicola scoops it up. At the circle, DiNicola surveys from low to high. Pamelayan dances around, spins back at the left point, still on his skates. Tight walks the blue line, and Ruiz at the ring of the right circle flicks one on. Shot stopped, rebounds available, and Harwell couldn't find it. Now DiNicola swings it towards goal. He's got it back in the far corner. Still hanging on, it's DiNicola. Elevated pass for Harwell, he gloved it down. Pamelayan activates from the left point. Wrist shot sticked aside by Babin and into the netting. With 15:49 on the clock, first period, 1-0 Motor City. I gave you the 4 defensemen that are out of the lineup for the Hat-tricks. Danbury also without Josh LaBelle, who was recently activated. He won't be here for a couple of weeks, but a 6'6" defenseman that you can expect to see in the lineup at some point this season. Off the face-off, Ruiz shot, glove down. McDonald fends off a check. He went down hard, and that could have been knee on knee as he's grabbing at his knee. He tried to toe drag around a check, and his knee collided. Going to the box is Tristan Wells. Didn't seem to be intentional, but still. The Hat-tricks headed to the power play for the first time tonight. And most importantly, McDonald is up and skating under his own power back to the Hat-tricks bench. So the Hat-tricks, 4 minutes and 21 seconds in to this first period, down 1-0, head to the man advantage. The Hat-tricks come in with the worst power play in the FPHL, converting under 10% of the time. Not much of a surprise for a Hat-tricks group that last year finished the regular season 10th out of 11 teams. Now, they did pick it up towards the back end of last year and then carried the momentum into the playoffs. They had the best power play of any team in the playoffs last year on their way to their first championship. Rockers clear, 10 seconds gone on the power play. The penalty is Wells tripping at 4:21. Hat-tricks with Dabrowski, Ruiz, Ratcliffe, DiNicola, and Harwell. That's 5 forwards, folks. No defensemen on this unit. You'd expect to see Zach Pamelayan out there for the second unit. But the Hat-tricks trying to spark this power play unit. Spoke with head coach Billy McCreary a little bit earlier. We'll hear the full interview at the intermission. He mentioned that there's a lot still to work on in terms of the power play and special teams as a whole, but he says this group, with a couple tweaks, can certainly break out. They've got the talent for sure. Ruiz gains the line, twirls back, cross ice past DiNicola, up top Pamelayan to DiNicola, into the middle, a turnaround shot by Cunningham is gobbled up and covered by Babin. as we have hit the first media timeout. First period, hat-trick still with 47 seconds to go on the power play. 14:26 remaining first period. Shots 6-2 hat-tricks. That's unofficial. Folks, TK's American Cafe on White Street in Danbury. Stop by TK's and try one of their 76 amazing wing flavors. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. Danbury Parking Authority. Park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game. Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. Dr. Jared DiLorenzo is a proud member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks medical team. Stop by and see them on North Street in downtown Danbury. Feeling good is an option, and they can get you there. Buzz 8 Appliance Scratch and Dent Outlet is the local leader for appliances and household wares. Do you like to eat? They have a refrigerator. Do you want clean clothes? They have a washer. They got it all. It's Buzz Aid Appliance. Second unit out with Falanga, Cunningham, McKittrick, Pamelaine, and McDonald. To the top unit, no defenseman. Unit number 2 has 2 of them. Hat-tricks win it to McDonald at the left point. To Pamelaine and back to McDonald. Cunningham camped out in front. Center point, Pamelaine fakes a pass, shoots, hit his own man, Falanga, and the Rockers send it the length. With 30 ticks left on the power play, McCullum comes out of the goal. Hat-tricks enter tonight at 6-7-0-1, 18 points, third in the Empire Division. Motor City is 8-0-3 with 26 points. They're second in the division. And as you can tell by the record, they have yet to lose in regulation. Long range shot deflected on by McKittrick and a left pad save by Babin. Hat-tricks keep it alive. McKittrick to McDonald. Power play over. Shot is stopped by Babin underneath the left arm. He closed it just in time. Hat-tricks unsuccessful on their first power play tonight. A little bit of the same for this hat-tricks team on the man advantage. Number 44, Steve Brown, is at the center point, playing with Samuel Tetro on this particular shift. Brown missed the last 3 games against Binghamton. Last played on the 18th at Elmira. Signed back on a 4-game PTO today. Hat-tricks in need of defensemen. And he played very well in the 2 games he suited up for the Hat-tricks this season. Had an assist in each game. 7 minutes erased, opening period. Motor City with a 1-0 lead. Josh Colton with the score. Well, the shots are 7-2. Hat-tricks plays offsides. So a face-off coming up with exactly 13 minutes left here in the first period. Tonight, Automotive Workers Appreciation Night at the Danbury Arena. Anyone who works in the automotive industry, whether that's selling cars, fixing cars, tires, windshields, windshield wipers, whatever it is, they signed up, could get a complimentary beverage and ticket. Here's Harwell, nifty move, shot and a save by Babin, and no rebound. Hat-tricks always thinking of new promotional ideas. A bunch of them still to come. Mentioned the Hat-tricks just played 2 games in the month of November. One on the 4th, and then they came back last Friday night against Binghamton. That was it for the month of November, but if you look ahead to the Hat-trick schedule, there are a lot of great opportunities to get yourself into the Danbury Arena this season. Zach Pamelaine from behind his goal. Elevated pass over the stick of DiNicola. He's the first one there. Feeds one in front. Harwell picks it away. Up the far board. Centering pass intercepted. And Motor City the other way. Mike Wynn shoots wide. Another one flung through the slot. It's picked up far side. Brad Rader. Free puck at center. Hat-tricks make a change. So we're under 12 minutes to go. First period. If you're just joining us, Motor City with a goal 48 seconds in. Josh Colton with the score, and a hooking penalty upcoming. And it's on Derek Makama, number 91 in white. For the Hat-tricks, unsuccessful on their first power play in this game. They get another opportunity to cash in, and they start with their second unit. Off the face-off, Cunningham to the right point, Pamelayan. Angles it off the boards for McKittrick. Back to Pamelayan, across Dabrowski. He surveys, back to McKittrick. Slap shot, save, rebound. Hopped over the stick of Dabrowski, but kept in by Falanga at the left point. Falanga juggles a bouncing puck, feeds Pamelayan, who keeps it in on the line. Pamelayan dancing at the right point, moves middle, shoots, save, rebound. Oh, he made a glove save. Babin reached back and swept it off the line to keep Motor City in the lead. Hat-trick still moving it towards goal. McKittrick had it chopped away. And Pamelayan resets. 45 seconds got on the power play. Second unit still out there. Falanga bursts in, far side. Backhand sauce intercepted. Taken by the captain, Danny Vanderweel. Slides it inside, Svitsnov couldn't get through Jacob Ratcliffe. The forward back on defense. Outlets Cunningham. Motor City clears yet again, and the Hat-tricks have to go 200 feet. Ratcliffe, DiNicola, Ruiz, Harwell, and McDonald. Here's DiNicola with some space. He shoots, and a glove save by Babin. Second glove stop on this Hat-tricks power play. He's showing off the leather early here in Danbury. 24 seconds remaining on the Hat-tricks power play. And Babin, who catches with his right hand, a little bit more unconventional, has made two good stops here. Long range shot hit Johnny Ruiz up high. Rather, that's Harwell in front. Here's Ruiz trying to slide through, still has it, shoots, and it's stopped by Babin off of his blocker. Directed behind the net. Ratcliffe keeps in at the far point. Here's Ruiz, shoots, and Babin holds on again. Quite the start for Trevor Babin in this first period, as we are up against another media timeout. 1-0 Motor City with the lead, 9:44 left. First period shots, 13-3 Hat-tricks. They are 0 for 2 on the man advantage so far. Fans, Coltec, the founder of Plastic Chamber Technology, is headquartered locally in Brookfield. Coltec is family owned and operated with experience in the drainage industry dating back to the 50s. When you're talking drainage and stormwater, Coltec is the world leader. Contact them today at coltec.com. Coca-Cola, the official beverage of the Danbury Hat-tricks. Our Coke will make you smile. Fairfield County Bank, the official bank of the Danbury Hat-tricks. It's where the Hat-tricks bank and the tellers wear the Danbury Hat-tricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hat-tricks and are proud to support their hometown team. And fans, is your youth hockey team interested in playing in front of 2,000 plus Hat-tricks fans? Well, they can through the Hat-tricks Mites on Ice program. Players participate in a 5-minute mini game in between the first and second periods of a Hat-tricks game. Players also receive a complimentary ticket to the game, plus other exclusive benefits. Email me, Doug Latuca, doug@danburyhattricks.com to get involved. Off the face-off, Motor City escapes the zone and sends it in on McCullum, who steers it away. It's picked off and a shot elevated over the net. Robitaille slapped one over the crossbar. Hat-tricks on the offense. Dabrowski flings one off a stick into the netting, and another stoppage. Trevor Babin in goal for Motor City. He's played 11 games this year. Goals against average under .230 and a save percentage near .930. Played for the Rockers last year in 37 games, and with Delaware in 2021-22, so familiar to the FPHL. His second season with Motor City. And so far has stopped 16 of 16 hat-trick shots. Through the neutral zone, Harwell was chopped from behind. Turnover, Falanga flings one wide to the right post. Bouncing puck, McDonald keeps it in. Backhand float to the near side corner. DiNicola corrals, sends it up for McDonald, who shoots, ramped off a stick, off the back glass and out. Brown pinching at the point, couldn't keep it in, but disrupted the play. Harwell into the offensive zone. Takes it wide, Harwell shoots, save, rebound, he's got it back. Inside, McDonald scores! One-time BB for McDonald, and we are tied at 1. McDonald missed the last 6 games. He welcomes himself back as he snaps one home with 8:33 remaining here in the first. The Hat-tricks tie it at 1. And the 17th shot for the Hat-tricks finally beats Trevor Babin, who was putting on a show early in this first period. Hat-tricks break through for McDonald, his first goal of the season. This is his 5th game, and he now has a 3-game point streak. His first goal over that stretch, had 3 assists prior to missing those 6 games. Ruiz nearly put the puck in his own net. Instead, headman's Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe trying to dance around a stick check, turns back, Ruiz at the point. Ruiz cuts middle, slides it to the near corner. Pamelayan, the defenseman, chipped in deep. Puck available in front, taken away. Ruiz takes it and shoots it over the net. Rockers can't clear, puck is on the blue line, and Cunningham decides to reset to Tetro. Cunningham up to the top line with Ruiz and Ratcliffe, just the 2nd game for Corey Cunningham with the Hat-tricks. Turning back, it's Robitaille to the far side. Wells into the glove of McCullum, and he holds on. First shot in quite some time for McCullum. Didn't get off to the strongest start as he gave up a shot just 48 seconds in to the first period. The goal for the Hat-tricks, McDonald at 11:27. Harwell with his first point is a hat-trick in game number 3 in Danbury, and Falanga with his 5th assists in his 6th game. He also has a 3-game point streak. 3 assists during that stretch. For Falanga, this is his 3rd game back from IR. He had missed 9 games due to a hip injury. Hat-tricks certainly happy to have him back and have elevated him in the lineup, somewhat out of necessity, but also trying to mix and match the top 6 and see if the Hat-tricks can get some consistency offensively. And defenseman scoring will certainly help that. Hat-tricks in the beginning of the season really struggled in that category. Jared Yao at one point had more than 50% of the points from a defenseman. The rest of the D-man weren't really producing anything on the offensive side, but McDonald, first game back after missing 6, scores goal number 1 for the Hat-tricks to even things at 1-1. Off a tie-up, McDonald to his deep partner Tetro. Hard pass for Harwell through everyone. It's an icing. Oh no, they wave it off. Seemed like everybody on the ice thought it was an icing, but the officials wave it off and we play on. There's a shot by Julian. Another one gobbled up by McCullum. Mentioned this weekend, the only time these teams will play in the regular season. Motor City, it was announced on November 8th. So yes, while the season was already in progress, that Motor City was going to move to the Empire Division, the Blue Ridge Bobcats to the Continental Division, and scheduling has these teams, divisional teams, playing just twice. Last year, they played 4 times. The Hat-Tricks won all 4 matchups. 2 games at home, they handled Motor City quite easily. On the road was a different story. It was 2 overtime victories for the Hat-Tricks at Big Boy Arena. Danbury doesn't have to make the long trek up to Michigan. I guess it's good for both teams. Of course, Motor City had to make the trip down here for the one time this season, but limit the travel. And if you're wondering where's Binghamton, Watertown, or Elmira, don't worry. Most likely when you turn on a broadcast in the future, the Hat-Tricks will be playing one of those 3 teams as the puck is iced. Hat-Tricks bench not happy with it. It did appear that Brown was a foot away from the red line, but the officials changed their mind. They bring the faceoff out to center, which they can do if they join together and decide that it was not an icing. Under 6 minutes to go, first period. Hat-Tricks with 19 shots. They have the most recent goal, McDonald with his first score of the season. That after the Rockers got on the board 48 seconds into this game. Charlie Bedard steams up the far side. Centering pass for Cunningham. He fumbled, regains near side into the middle. Radcliffe fired it wide. It pinballs to McDonald. He couldn't keep. Hat-Tricks have to touch up, gives the Rockers some time to settle in their own end. Indirect pass off the boards and turned over. It's taken right back by Makema. Rockers gain the line. Turning back with it, Scott Koash. Puck available in front and swept out to center. And Motor City will possess. A name not in the lineup for the Hat-Tricks tonight, Dmitry Kuznetsov. If you did not see the news, he was traded to the Mississippi Seawolves yesterday. Hat-Tricks 2-on-1, they call it offsides. With Dina Cola all alone streaking right to the net. They call it offsides. And we are up against our final media timeout of the game, of the first period rather, as we are just here in the opening period. And with that, let's talk a little bit about Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse, located on Newtown Road in Danbury, opened its doors locally in 2017 and is known for hand-cut steaks, cactus blossom, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made from scratch sides and fresh-baked bread. The restaurant prides itself on its legendary food, legendary service, and legendary fun. La Quinta, for a comfortable state with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hat-Tricks Friends and Family rate. You can't beat it, La Quinta. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hat-Tricks official printing partner. You want it printed, call Tina, and they can get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions, they can do it all locally owned and printed on paper from Connecticut trees. Touched on Dmitry Kuznetsov going to Mississippi. Hat-Tricks get goaltender Liam Murray in return. He is dressed as the backup tonight. Appeared in 5 games with the Seawolves this year. Numbers aren't exactly pretty, but hoping to turn that around and spell Connor McCullum a little bit. Mentioned this McCullum's 7th consecutive start in the Hat-Tricks net. And in those starts, he's faced 34+ shots in those 7 straight starts and in all 10 of his starts with the Hat-Tricks. As for Kuznetsov, Played 134 games with the Hat-Tricks over 3 seasons. Second in franchise history in points, goals, and assists. And a fan favorite. Really one of the more recognizable faces around the Danbury Arena. And was a staple with the Hat-Tricks. If you want more information on that, you can go to danburyhattricks.com. An article is up with a quote from president and partner Herm Sorcher. But the organization definitely lost a good one yesterday in Kuznetsov, and we wish him the very best in Mississippi. Hopefully he scores a lot of goals for the Seawolves, and I'm sure the fans will love him right off the bat. 3:30 to go, first period, 1-1 the score. Long shot knocked down into the middle. Falanga scores! In and out of the net, and the Hat-Tricks are in front 2-1. Another one-time rocket. Falanga had an assist on the opening goal. He scores his own here with 3:26 left in the first period. And the Hat-Tricks have their first lead of the game on Falanga's second goal of the season. It was a bit of a broken play. DiNicola picked up a puck near the left post. Falanga was all alone in the mid-slot and one-timed it over the shoulder of Babin. And the Hat-Tricks have 2 goals in their last 3 shots on net after Babin stole the show in the first 10 minutes or so. Had 2 glove saves on a hat-trick power play. The Hat-Tricks break through, and they lead 2-1 on Falanga's second score of the season. DiNicola with the lone assist, his 7th of the year. And a face-off outside the Hat-Trick zone. Hat-Tricks fell behind 1-0, 48 seconds in. Regrouped, and have found the back of the net twice in the later stages of this opening frame, and lead it 2-1. Referee gets in the way. Fighting through it was Robitaille, and a shot deflected out of play, and a face-off coming to the right of McCullum. Folks, Dr. Matt Hartsburg is an official member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks medical team. Hartsburg Chiropractic is cutting-edge chiropractic care right here in your backyard. Check out Hartsburg Chiropractic and get on the road to a pain-free hockey season. Off the face-off, McDonald with a cross-ice pass off the boards. First one there is Dabrowski. Zinchenko cutting to the net, centering pass through everyone to the far side. And the Rockers move right to left. Robitaille into the offensive zone, going wide on Tetro. Stopped, pressed up along the boards, sliding it to the near corner. Makema picks the puck away. It's Koash. Makema for the Rockers, and there's Evan Lugo playing defense for the first time this season. Springs Zinchenko, slides it in front for Dabrowski, couldn't quite get there. McDonald from the left point swoops in, puck in his skates. Tetro from the right point fires, glove down by Babin. Free puck, he's sprawled out, and it's cleared by Motor City out through center with under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Lugo turns it up quickly. Dabrowski flings it near corner. Zinchenko in pursuit. Rockers have 3 men back, and they escape the zone. Lifting it in deep, on goal, McCullum gloves it down. Giuliano skied it in on net. Always have to be careful of those tricky bounces on those shots from center ice. Hat-Tricks with 21 shots, Rockers 7, and Danbury with a 2-1 lead. Face-off won by Motor City, but it's pushed out by Harwell. He eludes a check. He's in on a lone backhander. Right pad saved by Babin. Harwell has it back, and he fires it off the chest protector of Babin. So 2 big stops as Harwell, who picked up his first point on the first goal for the Hat-Tricks earlier in this period, was looking for his first goal. Falanga long-range shot. Flutters wide. Dinacola into the middle for Falanga. Slides it in for Harwell in the skates. Pamelayan dances at the point. His pass for Brown escapes the zone, and the Rockers misconnect on a pass. 45 seconds remaining in the first period. Brown intercepted at center. Rockers had to touch up. They do, but the Hat-Tricks control with Falanga. Angles it off the backboards. Pamelayan kisses it off the glass through center. And Mike Wynn slips it up ahead. Vanderweel closed off by Ruiz, captain on captain in the far corner. Harwell emerges, fights off the Vanderweel check. Pass to the middle, intended for Ruiz, intercepted, and Vanderweel slaps one off the back glass with a second to go. And that is it for period number 1. Hat-Tricks fell behind 1-0, 48 seconds in. Josh Colton with the goal, assisted by Pavel Svitsnov and Derek Makama. But the Hat-Tricks didn't hang their heads. They had 2 early power play opportunities, but could not score. Largely in part to the glove of Trevor Babin, who made the first 18 saves in this first period. But the Hat-Tricks struck at 11:27. The defenseman John McDonald with his first goal of this season, assisted by Chase Harwell, who had his first point as a hat-trick, and Michael Falanga, who continues his point streak, ups it to 3. But an assist wasn't all Falanga wanted tonight. He got a goal at 16:34, very similar to McDonald, just a little bit tighter in. A one-time blast, assisted by Nick DiNicola, who's among the team leaders in points for the Hat-Tricks. And Danbury leads 2-1 after 20 inside the Danbury Ice Arena. All right, folks, New Haven Nighthawk Brewing, brewed right here in Connecticut and featured at the Rabbit Hole. New Haven Nighthawk Brewing Company is the beverage of choice at the Danbury Arena. Grab a cold one and party like you're in the Elm City. 20 minutes gone. We've got 2 periods and maybe some more to go. The Hat-Tricks holding on to a 2-1 lead. We'll have the preview of the second period and then the middle frame. You are watching Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
So let me show exactly what I want. Kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you, yeah.
I'm Zach.
I'm Jared. We're at the Danbury Brewery right now, helping them pack up some cans.
Yep, trying this beautiful specialty New England IPA that you can get.
Hey Zach, throw me a beer.
You got it, buddy.
Oh. I gotta catch those. I gotta work on my hands.
This guy.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Doug Latuca with you after one period of play. The Hat-Tricks lead 2-1. We've lost the camera feed for a second. So, with that, here we go. We are back. Shots 22-7 Hat-Tricks after one period of play. Motor City with the first goal. Hat-Tricks with the next two. With that, we are about 13 minutes away from pressing play on period number 2 from the Danbury Ice Arena. Well, folks, I caught up with Hat-Tricks head coach Billy McQuarrie earlier today on episode 5 of Catching Up with McQuarrie. Here's how it went. Hey, Hat-Tricks fans, welcome inside the Hat-Tricks Lounge inside the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Doug Latuca. He's head coach Billy McQuarrie. This is another episode of Catching Up with McQuarrie. And first off, Coach, congratulations on the baby. Have you gotten much sleep lately?
No, not a lot, but just enjoying every minute of it for sure.
This is the second baby you've had, of course, Isla. She's been on Catching Up with McQuarrie this season. Now, William, anything different from baby number 1 to baby number 2?
Completely different experience than Isla's birth, but mom and baby are happy and healthy, and that's all we can ask for.
Have you had much time to think about hockey, or has it been family first over the last couple of days?
No, definitely the last couple of days, getting to turn the attention here towards Motor City and what we have going on here this weekend. But great leadership in the room. We've got Matt Voidy here. He's been an excellent assistant coach for me for 4 years, and the boys have been working hard here this week.
Coming off that 3-game losing streak against Binghamton on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Did some good things. We spoke a little bit off camera about that. What were your takeaways from those 3 games against the top team right now in the Empire Division?
Well, certainly we still have some work to do. Our specialty teams has to find another level, in specifically our power play. And 5-on-5, I think we're getting there, but we need to find our identity, and we need to find that consistently. And when we play to our identity, we're a very good team, and when we get away from that and we become a bit inconsistent, we we fight to get back into games. And I think this weekend the preparation has been about being at home, using our energy, playing Danbury hockey, being physical, and getting back to our brand.
You mentioned the identity and Danbury hockey. What specifically is that?
I mean, everybody always thinks about being hard to play against and being physical, and those things are true. But it's hitting the details. It's getting to the net. It's protecting our net. It's winning the walls. It's winning the physical battles when it calls for them. It's owning those moments that give us momentum, especially in our building. And this is a special place to play. We need to honor it, and we need to defend our home ice here tonight.
You've spoken about special teams a bunch this season, specifically the penalty kill too, where you guys can use that as energy to build on your offense and potentially strike on the power play. Most penalized team in the league this year. You guys were up there last year as well. We shift to the power play a little bit, and it seems as though last year you guys struggled throughout the regular season, picked it up at the end, and then in the playoffs you guys had the best power play in the playoffs of any team there. Is this unit close to breaking out, or is there still a lot of work that needs to be done on both of the power play units to start converting?
There's definitely work that needs to be done, but the guys are putting that work in throughout the week, and we like what we're seeing, and we're not making too many adjustments. Like you said, last year we rode our power play all year, and I remember taking some pretty big heat there from people that thought that changes needed to be made and personnel and this, that, the other thing. And that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, we stuck to our process, we stuck to our plan, and it paid off in the most extreme moment for us in playoffs. And the guys really just bought in and found a way to have success in the biggest moments. So we need to continue to just pound the rock and build off of what we've been doing here. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, but we certainly need to kind of up our intensity, up our urgency. And if we do that, I think these units are close to breaking out.
Motor City comes to town for the only 2 games against the Rockers this season, both of them at home. The new divisional realignment, so Motor City is in Blue Ridge, goes to the Continental. What are your thoughts on only playing Motor City twice and then being in the division when you play Binghamton 18 times, you've got Elmira and Watertown 10 plus times?
Yeah, listen, I mean, I've been in the minors for a long time. I've been in this league for many years, and if I got caught up in why things happen, my head would probably still be spinning here, Doug. So I don't get caught up on why those guys make the decisions that they make. It to me, does it make sense when you look at it? No. But we're here. We have a game to play this weekend. We have a game to play tomorrow, and it doesn't matter our opponent, how many times we play them, where they are, where they're located geographically. We're here to dominate. We're here to be our best, and that's what we demand of the boys tonight.
Since you only play them 2 times, this is the first time you're seeing them this season. What should we expect from this Rockers team, second in the Empire Division? Might be a little of a surprise to the rest of the league how well they're doing this year?
Maybe just because they're a new organization, and they really do some good things there. And I'm kind of blessed to know their ownership group. I know their coach Gordy Brown for a long time, close family friends. So I know what they preach. I know what they're about at the top, and that certainly trickles on down to their players. And Coach Brown is he demands physicality, he demands 200-foot game, all the things that bring success to a hockey team. And they've been having success in the early season, so it's going to be another good matchup here and a challenge for us this weekend.
You guys have been searching for consistency all season. It's been a lot of up and down, and right now you guys are in a bit of a lull. In terms of the line combinations, it seems like you've tried to keep things more consistent as of late. Yes, there's been a lot less in and out for roster moves in terms of guys being signed and guys going away. Are you comfortable with the guys you have right now and the lines that they have, or is the team feeling pretty good about who they're playing with this?
Yeah, I think if you talk to the guys, they enjoy their line mates. They enjoy what we have going on right now, but it really doesn't matter about how much fun we're having. It matters the production that we're getting on a day-to-day basis. So I haven't I don't feel the need to reinvent the wheel or, really change things up dramatically. Let's just, continue to make some minor tweaks here and continue to show these players that we have faith in them. We believe in them, continue to build this family. And we can only do that through fighting through adversity. And that's the best way to build a family. So what we're going through now, we'd rather go through it now than going through it later on and in playoffs and things like that. So an opportunity for us to grow, an opportunity for us to become a tighter group.
I mean, and you guys only played 2 games in the month of November. Finally back home for now 3 straight, 2 against Motor City and then back against Watertown next week. How does it feel to be here for a full weekend, get to play in front of the fans who, if you look back to last weekend, the one game that they got after 3 weeks away, they were pretty amped up. Should be an exciting one tonight.
Yeah, it's usually a great environment here, and we have to come in and build off of that energy and make sure that our guys are playing with physicality and sticking to our identity. And when we do that, this place is rocking, the roof's shaking, and this is one of the the premier places to play in this league. So we're excited to create that atmosphere tonight, and it's on us to get that job done.
You guys missing a couple of key defensemen on the back end. Of course, Kyle Gonzalez on IR, not quite ready to be activated. A couple other names that haven't exactly been finalized for tonight as out, but they are dealing with some nicks and bruises. How do you guys counter missing some of the leadership and some of the stability on the back end, especially against a team like Motor City that you're a little unfamiliar with?
I mean, it's just a great opportunity for some of our younger guys to be in situations that they might not be in if you had the Gonzalez in the lineup, Jared Yao in the lineup. So opportunity for young guys to step in and show what they can do. And, listen, this is a business. It's a tough business to be in. And, when you have guys that are coming back off IR and getting healthy, some guys have to go. So it's an opportunity for guys to really show that they can be here, show what they can do, and show what they can bring to our team and our organization.
Similar to our fill-in-the-blank question, we'll do our key of the night. The Hat-Tricks win tonight against Motor City with this one key. What is that?
Win the net front battles. If we can defend our net and win those battles, and we can get to their net and win those battles, if we win the net front battles, we're going to win the game tonight.
Muck it up in the crease. That's the message from head coach Billy McQuarrie. Hat-Tricks have 2 games against Motor City tonight and tomorrow here at the Danbury Arena. Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Hat-Tricks 2, Rockers 1. After one period of play, Doug Latuca, the voice of the Danbury Hat-Tricks, with you here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Thanks so much for stopping by on a Friday night. Game 1 of 2 between the Hat-Tricks and Rockers this season, the only 2 times these teams meet in the regular season. although they are in the same Empire division. Motor City entering tonight's game at 8-0-3, 26 points, right behind Binghamton for first place in the division. Hat-Tricks at 6-7-0-1 with the one shootout loss. 18 points, third place in the Empire division. Mention that Motor City on November 8th, it was announced by the league, was put into the Empire division. Blue Ridge swapped out into the Continental, and therefore Motor City's record carried over, and they pretty much since their installment into the Empire have been in second place. Seems like everyone is chasing Binghamton to start this season. Motor City with the first goal, 48 seconds in. Hat-Tricks with the next two, McDonald and Falanga. And we are just about ready to start things up in period number 2 as we are underway. Hat-Tricks starting with Falanga, Harwell, and DiNicola out of the locker room. Bedard and Pamelaine on the back end. A correction to the second goal for the Hat-Tricks. It's still Falanga who gets credited with the goal at 16:34. Nick DiNicola with the primary assist, and the secondary assist to John McDonald. So 2 points for McDonald, a goal and an assist. 2 points for Falanga, a goal and an assist as well. And the Hat-Tricks with a 2-1 lead. 26 seconds in to the second period. Mention the Hat-Tricks without 4 defensemen today, but Steve Brown recently signed to a 4-game PTO, so a familiar face on the back end, and McDonald reinserted after 6 games away. Here comes McDonald dancing in. Free puck, Stojcevski couldn't pry it free as it was tangled up in his skates. Rockers send it the length, and no icing. Brandon Stojcevski with McKittrick and Dabrowski. That's a skilled third line for the Hat-Tricks tonight. A bouncing puck at the blue line. Makema at the red line. Gains the offensive zone, chips it in deep, but Tetro eludes a stick check. Self-pass off the far boards, and he weaves through center. Tetro taking it wide, far side, centering pass right onto the tape of the defenseman, Eric Organetsov. And Motor City gets it below the Hat-Tricks goal line. Cunningham behind his net, taken away. Pass to the middle, intercepted and cleared. A little more than a minute 30 gone by. Second period, still 2-1 Hat-Tricks. Fans starting to settle back into their seats on this Automotive Workers Appreciation Night at the Danbury Ice Arena. Just the start of a weekend filled with promotions. Tomorrow, 2 promotional nights going on with the Hat-Tricks. Ratcliffe in the offensive zone. Sauce pass ramped off a stick to the far side. It's touched up. And waiting for the signal, and the Hat-Tricks are headed to the power play. Didn't see it initially, but the penalty box is open. And gliding to the penalty box is Tristan Wells. Didn't see it live. We will get you the details on what the power play is, what the penalty is, but the Hat-Tricks to the man advantage for the 3rd time tonight. They are 0 for 2, carrying on a trend of unsuccessful power plays. Hat-Tricks last scored on the man advantage in Elmira in their 8-1 win against the River Sharks. Ruiz had 2 goals on the power play. He's out there with DiNicola, Harwell, McDonald, and Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe far side. McDonald fends off a stick check, takes a tumble, and the puck move the other way. In the offensive zone, zigzagging, Vanderweel gets past the check, it's kicked on goal, and McCullum with the blocker says no. 3 minutes off the clock, second period, 45 ticks gone on the power play. DiNicola turbos up the near side, McDonald, cross slot pass for Ruiz, was tipped to the far corner. Soccer down by Ratcliffe, who turns at the blue line. DiNicola kept it momentarily, but Vanderweel sends it up the far side for Svitsnov, who stops at the blue line. Passes it backwards before it's sailed out of the rink. And that's another penalty. Wynn was backing up into his own zone, and when he tried to clear it off the glass, it went over the boards, out of play, and the Hat-Tricks to a 5-on-3 power play. Still 45 seconds left on the initial penalty to Wells. So a great opportunity for the Hat-Tricks to extend their lead. They lead 2-1, 3:30 in to the second period, 5-on-3 for the next 40 seconds. Dabrowski, straight away Pamelayan, low right side. Cunningham tried to slide it through. Babin was there. McKittrick, up top Dabrowski, low left side McKittrick. Surveys back to Dabrowski as they creep closer to Babin. Cross slot pass, they score! Corey Cunningham, his first goal as a hat trick. Danbury 3, Motor City 1. A tape-to-tape pass, McKittrick to Cunningham, and the third one-timer goal for the hat tricks tonight. As Cunningham pounds it past the blocker of Babin. And the Hat-Tricks in front by 2 and still on the power play for the next minute and 37 seconds. A lot of firsts tonight. McDonald with his first goal in the first period. Harwell picked up his first point as well in that opening frame. And now Cunningham, who had an assist in his debut against Binghamton back on Saturday, scores his first goal as a hat trick. The initial penalty was too many men on the ice on Motor City, so that was the first penalty called. And then the second one, delay of game, set up a 5-on-3 for the hat tricks. Here's McKittrick, slap shot, right pad save. Pamelayan dancing towards the goal. Puck slides past Dabrowski. Up top, McKittrick has some room, fires into the chest of Babin, and he holds on. With 55 seconds remaining on the power play. We're not even 5 minutes into the second period, and Danbury has a 3-1 lead. The lone goal in this period, Cunningham at 3:53 from McKittrick and Dabrowski on the power play. First power play goal for the Hat-Tricks since November 11th against Elmira. Rather, November 18th against Elmira. They played the River Sharks on the 11th and the 18th. Mentioned that was the 8-1 Hat-Tricks win. Ruiz had a goal late in the second period on the power play and very early, 6 seconds in to the third period. Still 30 seconds on this advantage. Ruiz slap shot save, rebound and a glove save by Babin. Flash in the leather again. And although he's allowed 3 goals in this game, he has been remarkable. I mean, my goodness, are you kidding me with that save? Babin, at least his third save with the glove, named the FPHL Goalie of the Month for what he did in November. We rattled off those numbers a little bit earlier, and so far the Hat-Tricks have beaten him 3 times, but he hasn't really had much of a chance on some of those one-time blasts. Media timeout here in the Danbury Ice Arena. 3-1 Hat-Tricks with the lead. A little more than 5 minutes gone in the second period. Fans, JJ Stacks. Do you want food and fun? JJ Stacks in Brookfield features burgers, wings, shakes, ice cream, and mini golf. Check out the menu and spoil yourself. Take the trip down Federal Road and stack it. And for the fans inside the Danbury Ice Arena tonight, Hat-Tricks have already scored 1 goal in this second period, so they are guaranteed 1 free pancake from JJ Stacks through our Fan Saves program. You can get that coupon online through the community menu on DanburyHattricks.com and Fan Saves tab. Fans, Stony Hill Dental Care is served as the leader and preferred provider of dental care in Bethel, Connecticut. Go see Dr. K. He'll make you look like $1 million and feel like it too. The official team dentist of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. 5 on 4, Motor City clears.
His first is a hat trick, scored by number 17, Corey Cunningham.
So Cunningham capitalizes on a 5 on 3 power play. Motor City with a too many men on the ice and a delay of game penalty. Back to even. Long range shot, stop McDonald, pass down low, open net, and Zinchenko could not feed it in. The other way, the Rockers on the offense. Ruiz back on defense, chopped it to the far corner and stopped any Rockers momentum towards the goal. Bouncing puck at center, Dabrowski on the forecheck. Brown pinching at the red line. Zinchenko slides one towards the blue line. Motor City intercepts and clears below the Hat-Tricks goal line. 6 minutes elapsed, middle period. 3-1 Hat-Tricks with the lead. Cunningham, a power play goal about 4 minutes into this period. .26 shots for the Hat-Tricks and 3 goals to show for it against the goaltender of the month in the FPHL, Trevor Babin, who has made his fair share of highlight reel saves as the Hat-Tricks ice the puck. So a face-off coming deep in the Hat-Trick zone. Fans, Vision Designs, the official merchandiser of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Vision Designs, the full-service screen printing, embroidery, signage, and promotional company, locally owned and operated in Brookfield. Vision Designs is the hometown company with the national power. Check them out at visiondesignsct.com. Off the draw, Zinchenko whacks it forward, sent right back in by Tristan Wells. Rims off the glass, picked up behind the net by Svitsnov. Centering pass off the stick. Pamelayan leading the charge for the Hat-Tricks. Over the red, over the blue, then turns back to the neutral zone. Feeds it to his defensive partner, Bedard, who goes cross corner. Back to retrieve, win for Motor City. To Wells, a headman pass onto the stick of Svitsnov. Had to catch up to it. Turns Bedard around, shoots, deflected wide to the near side. And Di Nicola turbos up the near boards and whacks it in. Falanga with Di Nicola and Harwell, the Hat-Trick second line tonight. They've already cashed in a couple of times. An indirect pass off the glass was too far for Falanga. Babin took it away, but here's Falanga. Drop past Di Nicola, shot save. Rebound was kicked on goal, and Babin got just enough to keep it out. Babin squirming around in his crease. It's been effective for the most part tonight. Babin catches with his right hand. A little bit more common nowadays, but typically they catch with the left. 3-on-2 Hat-Trick. Shot from Ruiz, a rocket save. Rebound, Cunningham at a couple whacks. He's got it back, a stuff-in try on the far post, and it squirts free. Hat-Tricks keep it alive. Long-range shot, right pad save. Tetro activating from the point. Center slot, shoots, save. Rebound off the back glass, springs in front. Cunningham centering for Ratcliffe. His stick lifted, and Makema Banks it off the boards. A shot, blockered away by McCollum, and the rebound sent wide. Rolling puck behind the goal center. Shot, scores. Oh, what a pass from below the goal line. Down on the ground was Koash, who just swept it to the slot. Tristan Wells was there. Rather, that's not 57, it's 67. TJ Delaney, who cracked it past the outstretched McCollum, and it is 3-2 hat tricks. So the Rockers get a little bit of momentum back after the hat tricks had rattled off 2 straight goals. Rather, 3 straight goals to make it 3-1. Motor City has beaten McCollum for the second time on 8 shots.
And we got a couple celebrities in the building.
And Danbury hanging on to a 1-goal lead. With 10:42 the reading on the clock, second period. Doug Latuca with you on the Hat Tricks Digital Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. And this one shaping up to be another back and forth contest. It's been that type of season for the Hat Tricks. Mentioned Danbury coming in on a 3-game losing streak. That was after they had won 3 consecutive games, all of them on the road. And I think when teams meet up with Binghamton this season, that might be the result. Couple of losses here and there. Hat tricks, when talking with head coach Billy McCreary, he mentioned that he thought his team played pretty well on Wednesday night in a loss in Binghamton, and then in the shootout loss at home on Friday night. He thought those 2 games were a lot stronger than Saturday night's blowout Binghamton win. That one a 5-2 final. Motor City in the offensive zone, a shot off a leg, kept in. Ryder up top, now down low, centering pass, shot, and hit Ryder in front. He was on the doorstep. Pass banked off the boards by Colton. Back to Colton at the blue line. Long range shot, flung wide of the far post. Rockers in the offensive zone, hat tricks forced to send it down, and it should be an icing. And it is, with 9:10 left, second period. It is 3-2 hat tricks with the lead, and a tired group out there for Danbury. Dina Cola without a helmet. And he sits back on the bench. We have hit the media timeout, so despite an icing, the hat tricks get 90 seconds to catch their breath. They cannot change the 5 players on the ice, though. 9:10 exactly on the clock, second period. 3-2 hat tricks. Fans, Decker Tool Rental is the official full-service equipment rental shop, providing a complete line of quality equipment to all types of contractors, tradesmen, and do-it-yourselfers. Visit them today at 84 Federal Road in Danbury or on the web at DeckerToolRental.com. Kafala Coffee, real coffee, good coffee, no, it's great coffee, plus hot chocolate right on the concourse level inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Kafala Coffee, stay warm this winter. Fans calling all musical performers. The Hat Tricks are still searching for people to perform the national anthem. It's a great opportunity to show off your skills and enjoy some hockey. If you're interested, email me, Doug Latuca, to get involved. Doug at DanburyHattricks.com. And Clancy Moving and Relocation. Moving is stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Call Clancy and let them do the heavy lifting. Resident and commercial services, plus other services such as storage. Remember, Clancy is fancy. Defensive zone face-off for the Hat Tricks. They've started to play the holiday music in the Danbury Arena as we are past Thanksgiving, and that means that the Christmas trees go up. So do the menorahs and whatever else celebrated in the month of December. Hat Tricks hoping it's a jolly time, and they've got a full schedule upcoming, starting with 2 games against Motor City this weekend. In the offensive zone, a left pad kick save by McCullum. A scrum for it on the near boards. They battle 3 aside. It's picked free by DiNicola. Onto the tape of Harwell, who slaps it into the near corner. Hat-tricks needed a change after the icing. Wells outlet pass. It's up the near side for Makema. He gets around Pamelayan, sends it to neutral ice, and the Hat-tricks turn back in their own zone. Pamelayan controlled the bouncing puck. It's still wobbling at center and clanked back in. With 8 minutes to go, second period, shots 29-10, Hat-tricks, and they lead 3-2. Long outlet was off the stick of McKittrick. He's the first one there, puts one into the middle, and it was ramped away. Zinchenko wanted to go high to low. It deflected off of a leg pad and back into the Hat-trick zone. Zinchenko weaving through traffic. Up for McKittrick, looking for reinforcement, shoots, and Babin snags it to get a whistle. Timeout on the ice gives us a chance to congratulate head coach Billy McCreary on his second child, William. It's been a busy week for Billy and the family, but he has been in the office juggling both the family and his hockey family off the face-off. Ruiz couldn't jam it home. Bedard fell down in an outlet pass. In alone and a right pad save by McCullum as Ryder was breaking down. Bedard lost his footing, and it was outletted perfectly to Ryder. Now the Hat-tricks on the offense. Cunningham, drop pass, Ratcliffe shoots, saved by Babin. It deflected right in front of him, and he just got a piece of it to keep it out. The other way, Motor City, Vanderweel ruled offsides, and a whistle halts play. 31st shot for the Hat-tricks, save number 28 for Babin. Folks, Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury is the premier automobile partner in the Danbury area. Located on Newtown Road, the Bennett family's been putting the community behind the wheel for over 35 years. Dream big, drive a Maserati or Alfa Romeo. New and pre-owned vehicles available. Let Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury be your choice. Motor City in the O-zone, a shot after the whistle went wide, and the net came off the left post, dislodged. So bad timing for Motor City as they had another opportunity in close, but the whistle bails out the Hat-tricks. Shots are now officially 33-11 Hat-tricks. Danbury with the third line of Stoichevsky, McKittrick, and Dabrowski on the ice. That team trying, that line rather, trying to bring the momentum back into Danbury's favor after Motor City got within one at 9:10 of this period. Shot from the outside, chested down by McCullum. It's chipped up the near boards. McKittrick wills it through center, hops back on top of it, and floats it to the far corner. Stoichevsky, the first one there, eludes a stick check, finds the stick of Dabrowski. Puck was hopping around, sailed the length, and it is an icing on Motor City. They cannot change with under 6 remaining in this second period. Folks, it's not too late to join tomorrow night's community art contest. Already 50+ entries with an opportunity to design something Hat-tricks related. If you win through a fan vote tomorrow night, your design will appear on a Hat-tricks t-shirt sold in the official team store. You get $200 plus $5 off of every shirt sold throughout the rest of the season. So send in your designs. You also get a free ticket to the game and discounted tickets for anybody who would like to come down and potentially vote on your art to be put on a piece of Hat-Trick's official merchandise. Falanga, Harwell, Di Nicola, the three forwards, Tetro, and McDonald in the back end. Falanga wins the face-off clean. McDonald activates left point, slides it to the middle, went through everyone. Tetro scooped it up, turnaround shot. It's kicked off the post. Babin finally corrals and keeps it out. Not sure if it would have counted anyway, as McDonald kicked it towards the net. But either way, it did not cross the goal line, as our director, Calvin Savoya, has the over. He has a great view of it, as he is nearly at the circle near the goal line, where Babin is camped out at the left goal. And him. And he said it was not in. So still 3-2, Hat-Tricks with the lead. 5:30 left in the second period, and a penalty. So Motor City to the power play. It's a hooking call. Just waiting on who it's on, and Falanga is the guilty party. So Motor City to the power play. This the first time the Rockers are on the man advantage tonight. And it's not a position the Hat-Tricks want to be in. Motor City, the top power play in the league, converts over 28% of the time. They were first in the league last year on the man advantage, carrying that over into this year. As for the Hat-Tricks, fifth on the penalty kill in the league. About 85% of the times they are on the kill, they are successful. Already 30 seconds gone on this power play, as the left scoreboard is gone. And I'm not sure if the referee has ever called the game inside the Danbury arena, but sometimes that left scoreboard loses life, comes back sporadically, but the right scoreboard is as strong as steel. It never wavers. So the referee was faced towards the left scoreboard, saw it go out and decided to stop play. Meanwhile, the scoreboard on the right was still functioning. That was a bit of an issue today in the juniors game. The Knoll Hat-Tricks, a 1-0 loss to Northeast. They had a bit of a scoreboard issue. And the face-off, after conversation, is gonna be back in the Motor City zone. So it certainly doesn't benefit the Rockers, and the official patting his chest saying it's my bad. So the Hat-Trick still on the kill for another minute and 23 seconds. They have 20 more shots than Motor City. They lead by 1. And if you're just joining us, it was 1-0 Rockers, 48 seconds in to the first period. Hat-Tricks with 2 goals in the back half of the first. A goal here in the third period to make it 3-1. But the Rockers have crept within 1 goal and are on a 5-on-4 advantage with a chance to tie. Brief stoppage on the ice means we can chat about Dowler Garage in New Preston, specializing in batteries, brakes, and general service. When you're stuck, you're in luck. Call Mike so you don't need a bike. Dowler Garage. 4 penalty killers for the Hat-Tricks: Ruiz, Ratcliffe, Tetro, and McDonald. Off the face-off, Ruiz won it forward and then was taken down. Dashing through center, it's Vanderweel. Swooping from near to far side, pressed along the boards by Tetro. Puck squirts free, and the Rockers control with 1:05 on the power play. Up top, Milam. Below the goal line pass, off a skate to the far corner. Svintsov emerges and drops off. Straight away, Vanderweel fires, saved by McCullum. It clanks to the far corner. Slide pass, Svintsov into the middle, Vanderweel drops off. It slid to the near side with 30 ticks on the man advantage. Rockers still pressing. Centering pass, tipped. Vanderweel picks it up at the ring of the far circle to the near side. Pass to the far post, slides through with 20 ticks on the power play. High to low. The near side, cutting into the middle. It's Ryder. Switching spots. Pass to the far side. McCullum is down and a slap shot scores. McCullum lost his footing and Ryder had a wide open net. Took some gas off of it. But it goes in and we are tied 3-3 with 3:35 remaining in this second period. A power play goal for Motor City, and they've come back from 2 goals down. McCullum was concerned when the pass went to his right at that low circle, and then he just tripped in the crease, which gave Ryder a wide open net. And he buried it to tie things up. Scramble in front, McCullum blockers it to the far corner. Kept alive by the Rockers, long range shot saved. Rebound, and McCullum got there with the glove. Pamelayan helping out as well. Another point shot, pinballs around, and Pamelayan floats it out through center on the backhand. Harwell and DiNicola 2-on-1. Harwell, far side. It jumped on him over his stick. Hat-Trick still have possession. DiNicola spun around behind the net. DiNicola lifting the stick. Harwell the first one there. Keeps it moving to Falanga. Over for Pamelayan. Shoots. Deflected over the boards and out of play. So a face-off upcoming in the Hat-Trick's offensive zone. The goal at 16:65. Oh, they give it to Jamison Milam. I thought it was Brad Ryder, number 21. But either way, it is officially credited to Jamison Milam. Assist by Brad Ryder and Pavel Svintsov. 3-3. Dabrowski. Pressured in the far corner, McKittrick helping out. It's chipped off the glass, sliding to the goal line, icing waved off. McDonald gave the puck away. Dabrowski over the Hat-Trick's logo at center. One-hands it to McDonald. In the corner, pass deflected to Bedard, who sent it back down low, and Stoychevsky couldn't pry his stick free. The other way, Delaney, who has scored a goal in this game, fired it wide. McKittrick trying to catch the Rockers in a change. McKittrick shoots, easy one for Babin. And he gets a whistle with just 1:40 in this second period. 3-3 the score. Fans, Peach Wave of Bethel, located on Greenwood Avenue in Bethel. Peach Wave is your place to go for a quality treat. Frozen yogurt and toppings, it doesn't get much better. Catch a wave, a peach one. Off the draw, a back pass through the legs of Pamelayan. And it's swirled back in. McCullum out of his goal. To Cunningham, who has a goal for the Hat-Tricks in this period. Made it 3-1 Danbury, but the Rockers with the last 2 to tie it. Motor City in a partial change. Pamelayan content with camping out behind the net. The outlets to Brown and back to Pamelayan with a minute to go in this period. Ruiz over the red line, flips it to the near corner. It's reversed to the far side. Robitaille speeds up that left wing, centering pass, a shot trickled just wide and into the netting. Another whistle, a second under 40 left in this period. This game has been very similar to the hat-trick season as a whole. Very up and down, back and forth. And for the most part, the hat-tricks have played in some fairly entertaining games. Although they come in a game under 500, they have been in a lot of these games, especially the losses. Off the face-off, a shot stopped by McCullum as he had to be alert. Wasn't a lot of mustard on the shot, but McCullum was backing up in his net and made the save to keep this one knotted at 3. A whistle on the play, and it was offsides. So a face-off just in front of the Motor City bench. .22 seconds left in this period. Face-off won back by Coash, beat Falanga with 15 ticks remaining. Hat-tricks can't clear. Coash in front, the shot stopped by McCullum. How did he keep it out? A whistle blows. They stopped the play for a high stick, but McCullum with 2 of his best saves in the final minute of this period. That one probably his best. A clear-cut opportunity from 3 feet out, and McCullum with his blocker said no. So only 2.9 on the clock. Hat-tricks win it, and that is the second period buzzer. Wow. What a second period. Hat-tricks entered the period leading 2-1. They extended their lead to 3 on a power play goal. Corey Cunningham, his first goal of the season, his second point as a hat-trick, assisted by Sam Dabrowski and Daniel McKittrick at 3:53 of the period. But Motor City stormed right back with 2 goals of their own. The first one scored by Thomas Delaney, assisted by Josh Colton, who had the opening goal for Motor City in that first period. And then most recently on the power play at 16:25, it was Jamison Milam, assisted by Brad Ryder and Pavel Svinsna. After 40 minutes, it is 3-3 between the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Motor City Rockers in the first of 2 matchups this season. The second game in this short season series is tomorrow night here at the Danbury Arena, 7 p.m. start. 2 periods down and 1 exciting period remaining. Shots unofficially 38-20 after 2 as these teams continue to play on the seesaw at the playground. All right, we're done with 2. You are watching Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
heart is a balloon, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel
After 2 periods, we are all squared up at 3 between the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Motor City Rockers. Game 1 of 2 in this weekend series at home for the Hat-Tricks. Back inside the arena, I'm Doug Latuca, the voice of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Going to provide you with a score update. The third Motor City Rockers goal was, in fact, scored by Brad Ryder. So I had it correct initially. I was looking at our official scores, which had Ryder and Milam swapped. So Milam is credited with the primary assist, while Svinsnov still has the secondary assist on the Rockers' game-tying third goal at 16:25 of that third period. And that's where we stand after 40 minutes of play. And with that, let me tell you a little bit about Set Fitness. It's the official gym and training center of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Pump iron or tone up. Join Set Fitness and be the best you. Reverie Brewing Company is now a featured beverage in the Danbury Ice Arena. Grab a Reverie and don't quit your daydream. When you drink Reverie, anything is possible. Mitchell, experience the difference. Mitchell has served the community since 1990 for all your needs. Residential and commercial, Oak Ridge is the official sanitation partner of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Mention Mitchell during those ad reads. They are in the building. About 100 plus Mitchell employees on the second floor in the Danbury Ice Arena having an event with their company. And if you are in charge of promotions or party planning for your company, You want to thank your employees. You want to bring your employees out for a fun night. You have a client who you would like to chat business to and want to enjoy some great hockey. Well, you could bring them to the Danbury Ice Arena. Tickets are $16 for adults, $12 for children, military personnel, and veterans. So $12 there for seniors as well. So get involved. A lot to look forward to over the next couple of weeks. The Hat-Tricks starting a 3-game homestand tonight. They play Motor City tomorrow night at 7:30. Then they host Watertown on Friday. It's another 7:30 start. 2 in Binghamton on the 15th and 16th of December. They start in Binghamton and then go to Elmira. And then they've got the other Michigan team in town on the 22nd and 23rd. Port Huron plays the Hat-Tricks for the first time this season. And for Port Huron, it's similar to Motor City. They play the Hat-Tricks 5 times this year. They travel to Danbury all 5 times. It's a 2-game road trip for Port Huron to Danbury the 22nd and 23rd in December. And then in March, they've got a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd against Port Huron. Do the Hat-Tricks at home. But that all looking ahead. Motor City and Danbury won't play each other too much this year, just 2 times in the regular season. But the first 2 periods have certainly been quality television for you on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network, and the fans being treated to another back and forth game where this game will most likely be decided in an action-packed 3rd period. We're about 10 minutes away from period number 3. It is 3-3 between the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Motor City Rockers. You're watching Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's the Danbury Hat-Tricks 3 and the Motor City Rockers 3 through 2 periods of play in Game 1 of this weekend series. Doug Latuca, the voice of the Danbury Hat-Tricks, back with you. Thanks so much for tuning in on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network as we buckle up for what should be an exciting third period. If it reflects the first 40 minutes, we're in for a treat. Motor City opened the scoring early in the first period. Hat-Tricks rattled off the next 3. Motor City with the most recent 2. As we are ready for period number 3. Hat-Tricks starting with Falanga, Harwell, and DiNicola. They've been in the middle of a couple of Hat-Tricks goals so far. Bedard and Pamelayan on defense. Hat-Tricks in the offensive zone. It's rung around to the far side. Pamelayan keeping it in, shoots just wide. Harwell into the middle. DiNicola flicks it on. His first shot stopped, and then he had his legs taken out from him. As Motor City settles things down, it's Svitsnov dangling through a couple stick checks up the near side. Svintsov rims it to the far side. It's rolled along the kick plate. 50 seconds into this third period. Rockers in the offensive zone. Point shot, McCullum stops it. Rebound, Fandon, and DiNicola skates it free. Rockers making some partial changes. DiNicola wants a change as well, so he hands off to Pamelayan, who darts to the bench. It's McDonald. McDonald picked up his first goal of this season in the first period. No icing. Stoichevsky was there to corral on the near boards. And Milam flubs in a dump-in try. McDonald colliding in the far corner. Tetro sweeps it to the near boards. Dabrowski couldn't get a handle of it. And instead, it's Robitaille. His centering pass intercepted. McKittrick claps it in. Babin, out of his goal, turned the puck over. Centering pass ramped off of a stick. Pride free and moved forward. 2-on-1 for Motor City. Far side shot, scores. Scott Koash. 2 minutes and 2 seconds in to period 3. Gives Motor City the lead. It's 4-3 Rockers. Moash entered as the Rockers' team leader in points and goals. He adds to that total his 9th goal of the year, .16 for Koash. And he now has points in 7 straight games, 7 goals over that stretch. Hat-Tricks trying to counter. Cunningham darts in, backhander scores! A roof job from Corey Cunningham, his 2nd goal of the night, and the Hat-Tricks answer right back. What a response from the Hat-Tricks. Cunningham doing it himself. He darted in on the right side. Flicked it under the crossbar. And we are tied again. What a frenetic start to this third period. Motor City scoring a goal about 2 minutes in, and the Hat-Tricks answering about 30 seconds later. 39-21 the shots, 4-4 the score, 3-on-2 for the Hat-Tricks. DiNicola to Ruiz, quickly to Ratcliffe, through him. He retrieves it off the boards. Ratcliffe keeps, turns, pass intercepted, and a pass is angled off the boards, looking for Colton, too far for him. Colton into the middle, one-timer, and McCullum's there. right into the breadbasket of McCullum. A slap shot by Vanderweel. And McCullum, who has allowed 4 goals on 22 shots, has certainly picked up his play as this game has gone on. Didn't really let the goal 48 seconds into the game impact him too much. As has been the case all season, a lot of the goals he's allowed, he really hasn't had much of a chance on. A couple one-timer goals for Motor City. The same can be said for the Hat-Tricks. Their first 3 goals were all one-timers. 4-4 the score. Falanga, who has a goal for the Hat-Tricks tonight. Through center into the offensive zone, sliding it for Harwell. Below the goal line, Falanga to DiNicola. Quickly to McDonald, straight away, shoots! It deflects just wide of the far post. Available puck, Harwell the righty on his backhand. To the right point, Bedard. Switching spots with Harwell. Falanga to Harwell at the blue line. McDonald looking for a shooting lane. That is shot deflected to the near corner. The goal at 2:16 for Cunningham. That is 14 seconds apart. That's the amount of time that Motor City had a 4-3 lead, just 16 seconds. And number 17, Corey Cunningham, tying things up for the Hat-Tricks. Puck ricochets out to center. Elias Thompson sends it forward. Tetro bats it out of midair. His pass for McKittrick, too hot to handle, all the way down, icing called. 4 minutes and 23 ticks in. Period 3, 4-4 the score. Hat-Tricks and Rockers. First it was Scott Koash. Mentioned the numbers for him. 7 straight games with a point. 9th goal of the season for the team leader, Koash. And then Corey Cunningham at 2:16, 14 seconds later. Got us right back to a tie score. Hat-Tricks with numbers. Dabrowski far side into the middle. McKittrick shoots! And a save by Babin, no rebound. Dabrowski using his size, fending off a check, slid it middle. McKittrick had to extend, corral, and shoot. And Babin was square, makes the save to keep this even. What a start to this game. At the top, mentioned that McCullum, in all 10 of his starts, had faced 34 or more shots. Tonight he's faced 22, he's allowed 4 goals. Hat-Tricks, 25 rather, they just corrected it on the board. And the Hat-Tricks are on the power play. We'll get the call for you, but meanwhile it's a 5-on-4 for Danbury. Puck dropped off at the blue line and swept out to center. Hat-Trick with Cunningham, Pamelayan, who possesses the puck now, Falanga, McKittrick, and Dabrowski. McCreary changing things up on the power play unit, looking for some life. Slashing penalty has set the Hat-Tricks up on the man advantage. Tristan Wells sits for Motor City. McKittrick in the zone, handcuffs Cunningham. He's the first one to it. Dabrowski dangles around a stick check. Cunningham to the middle. Falanga in the high slot, turning, has some room. Dishes for McKittrick. Straight away, Pamelayan, far side, Dabrowski into the middle, looking for Falanga. It was tipped away and cleared. Under a minute to go on the power play. Dabrowski speeds through the middle, taken down. And cleared all the way down. Ratcliffe has hopped on, so is DiNicola, McDonald, Ruiz, and Harwell. Ruiz colliding. And the puck out of the Hat-Trick's offensive zone as they reset with 15 seconds on this power play. Elevated pass, McDonald got a piece. Ratcliffe retrieves, puck kept in. McDonald with 5 on the power play. Backtracking. Sauces one to Ruiz. DiNicola up top, Ratcliffe to Ruiz. Slap shot over the net. Out of the box is Wells. Hat-Tricks unsuccessful on the power play tonight. Ryder at the point. Gave it away, Ruiz. And Svitsnov in a battle. Ryder, far side, shoots, glove down, McCullum, and no rebound. A second under 13 remaining, third period. 4-4. As we have hit a media timeout on the ice. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Folks, Hat City Physical Therapy is Danbury, Connecticut's leading provider of physical therapy and orthopedic specialists. Their highly skilled and caring team of licensed therapy providers are focused and committed to restoring your health and well-being so that you can return to the life you enjoy. Hope Plumbing offers a full range of commercial and residential services. Their team can assist you in all aspects of any plumbing-related needs you have. You have hope with Hope Plumbing. Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, located in Bethel, has the hardwoods for any project. They are a kiln-dried hardwood lumber yard and manufacturing facility carrying the highest quality hardwoods available. Flooring, moldings, cabinets, furniture, or whatever you're building, they have the kiln-dried hardwoods you need. Omaha Beef Company. Since 1881, Omaha Beef Company has been supplying the Danbury community with meat and beef. Located on Maple Avenue, they're now the featured product in the Danbury Ice Arena. When you say Omaha Beef Company, you mean top of the line. Less than 13 minutes remaining in this third period. We are tied at 4. 2 goals in the period. Motor City took the lead. 14 seconds later, the Hat-Tricks got back even. Puck trickles on goal and McCullum opts for a whistle. Mentioned that the Hat-Tricks last year took care of Motor City. Won all 4 games against the Rockers. 7-2 and 5-2 wins at home. On the road, a bit tougher, but got the job done in overtime both times. This game 1 of 2 between the two teams. They'll play the second one tomorrow night, 7 o'clock puck drop. Right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network and right here in the Danbury Ice Arena. Off the face-off, juggling puck, Zinchenko backhands it to Pamelane. Tape-to-tape, Stoichevsky at the blue line. Accepts, shields off a check. The lefty on his backhand, flubbed a pass, got it back. Sends it down low. Lugo was applying the pressure. And an outlet pass. Makema. And Lugo turned the puck over, pass across. Oh, and McCullum got it! Now it's McCullum's turn with the glove after Babin had been flashing the leather all night. These goalies, although they've both given up 4 goals in this game, have had some of the best saves you'll see all season in this game. Makema was wide open on the doorstep right side, and McCullum got there with the glove. There wasn't a lot on it. There could have certainly been a lot more velo on that shot, but McCullum adjusted appropriately and made the save. Outlet pass, ramped off of a stick, gloved down by Falanga for the Hat-Tricks at center. He turbos ahead, rolling puck. Wells up the near side. Svitsnov chasing after Tetro. And now McKittrick over the blue line. Backhand feather in front through the crease. Dabrowski keeps it moving along the kick plate. A log jam along the near boards. Dabrowski gives it to McKittrick, who shoots. Blocked down. Rebounder on the backhand. Slides in. Babin makes the save. Hat-Tricks keep it alive. McKittrick to the bench. Cunningham hops on the ice. Puck is banked off the boards, not enough for icing. Motor City makes changes. Hat-tricks do the same with their forward group. Pamelayan sees open ice. He takes it over the blue line, shoots, blocked by Colton. Pamelayan in deep. Rockers transition from defense to offense, but turning back is Giuliano. With 10.5 to go, third period. Tied at 4. Ruiz makes a move, slap shot off a stick into the netting, and a whistle. A few times tonight, Ruiz has wound up and slapped one in the direction of Babin. That one defended nicely by Motor City. Fans, if you want to be at the Danbury Ice Arena, you gotta use Tixer. It's the official ticketing partner of the Danbury Hat-tricks and Danbury Ice Arena. Log on, get your seats today. Great service and easy to use. Not too late to buy your tickets for tomorrow night's game against these same Rockers. Off the face-off, Brown, easy wrister into the glove of Babin. He holds on. If you want to join the community art contest, registration is open until 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. You submit a design, an opportunity to win a couple $100 and have your design printed on a shirt that's sold in the official team store. You get $5 for every shirt sold throughout the rest of this season. Colton flips one wide. It's chipped behind the boards rather. Brown colliding into the glass, and he emerges with the puck. Hat-tricks with numbers. McDonald up the left side. Harwell's in front. Toe drag McDonald to the net. They whack away. Puck's free, but they blew the whistle. Harwell had the first whack. Babin made the stop, and then it trickled onto the blade of Lugo, but the whistle had already blown. As we are under 10 minutes to go, another media timeout here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Hat-tricks 4, Rockers 4, and the second half of this third period should be exciting. With the timeout, gives me a chance to let you know about Tri-State Legacy Group. Tri-State Legacy Group is an insurance group that focuses on putting your family needs first. Consult with them today and set your plan for the future. They care about people over products. It's that simple. Twister's Ice Cream Cafe, located in New Fairfield. Twister's features 32 different flavors of ice cream. This season, they're featured in the Danbury Arena. Stop by and visit their stand. Get sprinkled. Bold Move Logistics, a family-owned and operated delivery service provider exclusively for Amazon. As a team, they deliver packages the last mile to your doorstep. Check them out on the concourse level at the Danbury Arena and inquire about joining the team. Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India pale ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasonal more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole in the Danbury Arena whenever you stop by. 9:39, the reading on the clock, third period, 4-4. Doug Latuca with you here on the Hat-tricks Digital Network. Right back at it tomorrow night, 7 o'clock puck drop. These same two teams finish off this two-game weekend series. Pass angled off the boards, didn't quite take the bounce that Motor City was looking for. But Svinsnov got there first for the Rockers. A battle for it. It's pride free. Floated below the goal line. Pamelayan harassed from behind. Could not get out of his own zone. Tetro for Dabrowski. Outlet for Stoychevsky. Near side McKittrick. He flips it on goal. Babin corrals it and forces a face-off. And the Hat-tricks and Rockers all make changes. That second line of Falanga, DiNicola, and Harwell back on the ice. They've been effective tonight. McDonald and Brown, the two D-men. Right circle face-off, offensive zone. Rockers win it. Jolin, the big forward, lumbers through center. Clanks it off the boards. Centering pass ramped off the side of the goal. The net came off the pegs momentarily, put back on. Pass into the middle and a shot airmailed. McCullum might have got a piece. Another grade A opportunity. Turnover, Hat-Tricks have possession. Hard pass from DiNicola, picked off. Delaney zigzagging through, knocked off the puck. Drop pass for McDonald, has Harwell to his right. McDonald looking, shoots, blocked. Puck available, Falanga. First one there. Far corner, DiNicola. Babin swung his stick, but DiNicola kept possession. Motor City gets it as far as center. Pamelayan waiting for Falanga to exit the zone, and then Pamelayan darts forward. He flicks one on, Babin gloves it and holds. Did have a couple of defensemen in the area he could have handed off to. Hat-Tricks had just Pamelayan in the offensive zone. They were making changes, but Babin decides to get the face-off, and the Hat-Tricks send out Ruiz, Ratcliffe, and Cunningham. Pamelayan still out there with Bedard. Ruiz wins the face-off. Pamelayan shot one, didn't get a lot on it as he was falling to the ice. Ruiz digging for it. Bedard gloves it down, throws it to the goal. Bouncing puck, Cunningham at the circle. Spins, does a 360, then hands off for Bedard. Trickling puck, slid for Cunningham, and it was poke-checked off his stick. Up top, Bedard, snapshot, gloved by Babin with Ruiz screening in front. Hat-Tricks buzzing in the offensive zone, looking for the go-ahead goal. It was 1-0 Motor City, 48 seconds into the first. The Hat-Tricks answered with 3 straight, 2 in the end of the first, 1 in the beginning of the second. Motor City with the next 2 to even the score at 3. We entered this period tied at 3. Rockers took the lead 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. Hat-Tricks answered 14 seconds later. Shots are 44-27 Hat-Tricks. Outlet pass, just past the stick of Stoichevsky, and into the offensive zone, it's Ryder. Drops it off, it's for Svitsnov, has it back to the right point, Wells. For Ryder, one hands it forward, centering pass, bounces into the glove of McCullum, and he settles things with a reading of 6:50:46 on the game clock. Third period. Hat-Tricks without 4 of their top defensemen. Kyle Gonzalez, Daniel Amesbury, Jared Yao, and Xavier Abdella. But those who have dressed tonight, including John McDonald making his return after missing 6 games, have shored things up on the back end and provided a little bit of offense as well. McDonald with the first Hat-Tricks goal. He also had an assist on the second goal. O-zone draw. Stoichevsky is out there with McKittrick and Dabrowski. Officials chatting at the blue line, and they're going to move the face-off outside the Rocker zone. It was initially to the left of Babin. Instead, they moved the face-off in front of the Motor City bench. A battle for it. Pamelayan emerges, stops to the left point, and sauces one but behind the net. Puck is chipped off of the glass, hit laid on. Hat-Tricks go on the offense. Dabrowski straight away, fluttered one on. Babin might have got a piece. Stoichevsky pressed along the boards. 2 black jerseys, 2 white. And Motor City wins the battle. And outlets. Hamalayan nearly put it in his own net. McCullum probably had his right pad there, just in case, but still too close for comfort. A Let's Go Hat Tricks chant coming from the fans. Have them on their feet, hoping that the Hat Tricks have the go-ahead goal with 5:30 to go here in the third period. Shot wide. Coash from a sharp angle into the catching mitt of McCullum. Folks mentioned these two teams are back in action tomorrow night, 7 o'clock puck drop. Community art contest. Danbury Arena adult hockey night as well. And Litchfield Distillery is doing a tasting of their products at TK's Corner. No registration needed. If you have a ticket to the game, you can go over to TK's Corner and try out Litchfield Distillery products. Pass down low, a shot, stuff and try, save. Up top, long range bid, stopped, a rebound. It is another save from McCullum on a stuff and try from Svitsnov. So 3 or 4 chances that McCullum had to keep out of the net. He does so as Motor City continues to crawl towards that 30 shot mark. They have 29 compared to the Hat Tricks 44. Tetro peels away. Ruiz fights off a check, gets the red line, and sends it in. Back to retrieve is Delaney. He's pressed along the boards by Cunningham. Puck is sent through center. And Tetro up for Ruiz. Quickly to Cunningham. Could not connect. Icing waved off. They say Wynn could have gotten there for Motor City. Cunningham picks the pocket, turns, shoots. Easy one for Babin. But a positive for the Hat Tricks as it gives them an offensive zone faceoff with 4:26 on this clock. Third period, we are tied at 4 and we've hit the final media timeout, meaning we're at the final 5 minutes of action in a tie hockey game. Folks, Danbury-based Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson is your partner for the road ahead. They provide comprehensive legal guidance for individuals, families, and businesses. CME, let the pros handle your needs. Domino's, the official pizza of the Danbury Hat Tricks. Thin crust, pepperoni, sausage, you name the topping, they got it. Domino's, they deliver. Fastenal, partner with Fastenal to simplify and secure your supply chain needs. They handle a vast range of industrial products, and if you want it, they can get it. The core belief is in the people at Fastenal. They empower their teams to do great things for yours. And Grounds Donut House is the featured donut of the Danbury Ice Arena. Stop by the main stand and grab yourself one of today's featured donuts. As good as it gets, donut, miss out. Also want to remind folks that we will have the majority of the Hat Tricks games here on the Hat Tricks Digital Network all season long. We'll have every home game for the Hat Tricks. And if you want to see line combinations and game notes, head over to DanburyHatTricks.com under the Game Day tab. Hat Tricks in the offensive zone. Dabrowski turnaround shot fanned on. Stojevski's pass to the point went off the official's skate, and Motor City goes the other way. Tie hockey game, 4 minutes left. Next goal could be big, a crazy bounce in front, and McCullum in a split stopped the bouncing puck. It took a weird carom off the backboards, and it was still hobbling right in front of the blue paint. Not a lot on that shot, and the Hat Tricks fortunate that it didn't just lay down on a silver platter, as we are still tied at 4. Off the face-off, shot blocked by McKittrick, and he's feeling that one. Talk about hobbled as he is gliding to the bench. DiNicola replaces him. Hamalayan to retrieve far corner. kicks it to himself, turns back, finds Brown. Missed the last 3 games. He is back tonight, Steve Brown. Motor City backs off for the moment. Koash in the face of Pamelayan. His outlet pass to no one and an icing committed by Zach Pamelayan. Late in this third period, 3:20 to go, 4-4 the score. 45 hat-trick shots, 41 Trevor Babin saves. 26 stops from McCullum in the hat-trick's net. Falanga and Ryder for the draw. Falanga wins it. Pamelayan softer this time off the glass. It's out through center. Harwell went down. McDonald to Harwell. Touch to DiNicola. Into the offensive zone. Turns back. Looking for a trailer. It's Tetro. Moves. Shoots. Safe. Rebound. Chopped. Another chance. DiNicola fluttered one towards the goal. And it ricochets to the near corner. Out to Tetro, right point. Swings it on the backhand to McDonald. He steps, shoots, blockered away by Babin to the near boards. It is sent the length. It's going to be a foot race. Ryder and McDonald. McDonald wins it, and an icing on Motor City with 2:41 left in this third period. So Motor City with a couple dangerous opportunities in front of McCullum. Hat-tricks countering in front of Babin. And now an offensive zone face-off at the right circle. Ruiz, Ratcliffe, Cunningham, Pamelayan, and Bedard on the ice. The 5 for the hat-tricks. Face-off won cleanly by Ryder. Back, and Wells possesses for the Rockers. Up the near side, Svitsnov taken down by Pamelayan. They collide in the near corner. Still fighting for it. Wynn keeps it at the point. Across for Wells, wrister save. Rebound available and swept aside by McCullum. Cunningham sauces one through center. Wells steps up, pushes it forward. Here's Vanderweel, fired it off the post. He beat McCullum, but clanked it off the left post. And McCullum tapped that iron, saying thank you for keeping this 4-4. 2 minutes to go. Dabrowski taken down. The stick of Thompson was clearly in the skates of Dabrowski. No call. The hat-tricks bench not happy. The fans also not pleased. And Dabrowski takes out his frustration. He dumped Wells to the ice. Under 1:40 remaining third period. McKittrick in the offensive zone, left side, shoots, blocked. Puck available, Dabrowski kicks it to himself. It's Stojchevsky crashing to the net. Backhander off the body of Babin and into the netting. With less than 1:30 on the clock, third period, and the intensity building in a 4-4 game. Vanderweel hit the post on one side. Stojchevsky an inch away from tucking it under the bar. These teams back and forth looking for goal number 5. Tie up off the faceoff. Dabrowski couldn't kick it to himself. It's pushed back in. Dabrowski, toe drag. Backhander, Babin chests it down. No rebound available. Oh, baby, this one is turning in to one of the best of the season. Feel like we've been saying that a lot, especially in the Danbury Arena. We said it back on Friday night when the Hat-Tricks hosted the Black Bears, a 5-4 shootout loss. Another seesaw type affair, very similar to this one. Falanga with Harwell and DiNicola, Brown and McDonald, the defenseman. McDonald tripped up at the point, and the Hat-Tricks get a power play. They didn't call the trip when Dabrowski went down at center. They decide to take the whistle out here with 1:10 left in the third period. Jamison Milam tripped up McDonald, and this Hat-Tricks power play that has labored all season long. The worst power play coming in converting under 10% of the time. They are 0-4 tonight. Ruiz with DiNicola, Harwell, McDonald, and Ratcliffe. Can the hat trick strike through on the power play? Short-handed, the puck is chipped forward. Here's Fitznov. Ratcliffe got back, sliding down and swept it to safety. 55 ticks to go in the period. 20 seconds gone on the power play. 4-4, hat-tricks with 50 shots. Harwell chips it to himself. Available puck near side, squirts free. Ratcliffe to DiNicola. Up top, McDonald. Back to DiNicola at the circle. Returns to McDonald looking for a lane. Ratcliffe lost the puck. It's cleared. McCullum out of the net with 20 seconds in the period. If the hat-tricks don't score here, there could be carryover into the overtime on the man advantage. McKittrick centering bid, sent all the way down with 5 seconds to go here in the third. And we are going to overtime. Hat-tricks 4, Rockers 4, extra hockey again inside the Danbury Ice Arena. As we will play 4-on-3 for the next 49 seconds to start overtime. Teams get 2 minutes to talk things over. And if you're just joining us, welcome. It is 4-4 hat-tricks and Rockers. Doug Latuca, the voice of the hat-tricks, with you on the hat-tricks digital network. Rockers scored 48 seconds in. Hat-tricks got the next 3 goals, 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Motor City answered with 2 of their own in the back end of the second period to tie things at 3. We entered the third period, and right off the bat, about 2 minutes in to that third period, Motor City took the slight 1-goal lead, but it only took 14 seconds for the hat-tricks to get back to even. Highlights for the night, Corey Cunningham with 2 goals for the hat-tricks. John McDonald with 2 points, a goal and an assist. Michael Falanga has a goal and an assist. As the hat-tricks down 4 defensemen, putting it together on the defensive end, but in the forward group, they've been searching for answers, especially against the top teams in the league. Motor City would definitely categorize itself as that. They haven't lost in regulation, so that will not change tonight. They do have 3 losses in the extra time. Hat-tricks have 1 loss in extra time. It was a shootout, as we mentioned, the last time the hat-tricks played in Danbury against Binghamton. Hat-tricks did score on the power play back in the second period, their 3rd goal on a great feed across the slot. Cunningham was waiting, and he one-timed it home. So the hat-tricks, who we mentioned had major problems on the power play, did strike through on a 5-on-3. Now they have a 4-on-3 here in overtime for 49 seconds. Billy McCreary deploys Falanga, Cunningham, Bedard, and McDonald. McDonald fields a pass at the blue line, gets it back. Falanga to Dabrowski at the circle, fanned on a shot, free puck, still available, and Cunningham fighting to get there, and they call a holding penalty. They call Dabrowski for holding, and there goes the hat-tricks power play. 22 seconds into overtime. Dabrowski sits for holding, and now this can turn completely on its head. We'll play 3-on-3 for the next 28 seconds. If nobody scores to end the game, Motor City will then go to a 4-on-3 until the next whistle with the power play for 1:32. Makema in the box for tripping, a late penalty in the third period. Dabrowski, the most recent member to sit in the sin bin, in there for holding. They call it slashing. They said he did knock the stick out of the hand. Pamelayan without a stick, the lone defenseman on the ice for the Hat-Tricks. Colton with a pass across for Ryder. They deem it offsides, and a face-off upcoming. Hat-Tricks bailed out on that one as Pamelayan did not have a stick. So they get a fresh 3 on the ice. Falanga with Zinchenko and McDonald. They'll be set to kill off a penalty in 2 seconds. It's Svintsov, Vanderweel, and Wynn for Motor City. And out of the box is Makema. He receives the puck up the right side. Makema shoots, right pad save McCullum. Rebound hauled in by Vandermeer. A scrum for it near side. Zinchenko pries it free, tries to clear, couldn't do so. Wynn at the right point, keeps in. Makema, high slot, turns, shoots, blocked. It's taken back by Vanderweel. Straight away, Wynn. Svintsov to Wynn. To Svintsov at the circle. A shot saved. Rebound tapped. Another chance. A pad save. Zinchenko can't clear. Bouncing puck. And they score. It's over the line, and Motor City wins it in overtime, 5-4. Fans can't believe it. McCullum is on his backside, and the Rockers on the power play take it 5-4 in overtime. And now the officials are talking things over. The question is, did the whistle blow first? Ruiz is over talking to one of the officials. As of now, the call on the ice was a goal. And now the officials are going to step into the penalty box as they chat this one over. If it's a loss for the Hat-Tricks, it's their 4th straight. Their 2nd during that span in extra time. What a game. It might still be going. We are not exactly sure. Did the whistle blow? The play is under review, as they say. And how will they be able to determine if the puck did in fact cross over the line? When did it cross over the line? How did it cross over the line? And was the whistle blown? Video review on the ice. The shots 50-35, Hat-Tricks in front in that category. 3:27 left in overtime. Motor City believes it's won the game on a net mouth scramble, tapped past McCullum, or so that's what the call on the ice was. Fans are still here. They're waiting to see if the puck is in. You can see the officials in the penalty box. A fan near the penalty box waving no goal. Of course, she is not the official in this scenario, but you gotta love the enthusiasm. Other fans shaking their heads saying that's not in. We might have more hockey, folks. Unbelievable back and forth game. Motor City on the power play believes it has scored the game-winning goal. Everybody awaiting the decision. And here it is. It's no goal! No goal, it did not cross the line, and we play on! So still 49 seconds left on the Motor City power play here in overtime. The Hat-Tricks thought they've lost 4 in a row. Instead, we have more hockey to play, folks. Unbelievable. I think Motor City is taking a timeout because they are joined near their bench. They haven't announced it quite yet, but it must be because they would be forced to take a face-off right now if that was not the case. Maybe the referees were deciding on where the face-off should be. They're going to call the face-off in front of the Hat-Tricks bench out of the zone. If you left us because you thought the Hat-Tricks lost, well, welcome back. It is 4-4. The goal did not count. And we play on with 3:27 to go in the overtime. 49 seconds left on the 4-on-3. 4-4 the score. Now can the Hat-Tricks turn this thing fully on its head? Can they do a 180? Officials just trying to deem the clock and see what time should be on the clock. 3:27 the reading, 49 ticks on the power play. Falanga, Brown, and McDonald, the 3 killers for the Hat-Tricks. It's Koash with Vanderweel, Svitsnov, and Colton, who possesses straight away. Svitsnov right circle, back to Colton straight away with 35 on the power play. Colton quarterbacking, Svitsnov back to Colton. They give and go, Colton fumbled the puck, retrieved it back near the blue line. Center point, Svitsnov switches spots with Koash. He creeps in. Colton far side, diving down McDonald. Colton around the net, centering pass, deflected by Brown with 15 ticks on the power play. Colton to Svitsnov. Down low, a shot, they score! Over the left shoulder of McCullum. This one will count, and Motor City wins it 5-4 in overtime on the power play. So the Hat-Tricks with a second life here in overtime. They still had to kill off about 50 seconds of a power play. They could not do so, and the Rockers win game 1 of this weekend series.
Final score of tonight's game, Motor City Rockers 5, Danbury Hat-Tricks 4.
What a shot from the far side. Still trying to pick through Haddett, who had the goal, and it was Scott Koash. His second goal of the night. His team leading 10th goal of the year. And he has a 7-game point scoring streak, does Koash, for the Rockers. So the Hat-Tricks fall 5-4 to Motor City in a thrilling game on a Friday night in Danbury, Connecticut. If you liked the action that you saw tonight, the back and forth, the up and down, well, we're going to do it again tomorrow night. Hat-Tricks in Motor City, 7 o'clock puck drop, same channel, Hat-Tricks Digital Network. I'll be on the call for that one, and we'll do it all again. One last time, Hat-Tricks are taken down by the Motor City Rockers 5-4. For everyone helping out behind the scenes. Bella to my left in our first day, helping us out on a game day. Appreciate that. Calvin, our director, pressing all the right buttons. I am Doug Latuca saying have a great rest of your night, Hat-Tricks fans, and we will be back tomorrow a little bit before 7 for Hat-Tricks and Rockers Round 2 from the Danbury Ice Arena.